Welcome back to Andertons TV, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
We love you.
We love you.
And do you know what we love as well? We love walruses. So the Mako series from Walrus have had a makeover.
Mako is a shark, though, isn't it?
I know.
So why is a walrus shark?
makeover.
Yeah, I know that,
so,
but it's so bad.
It's so bad. We're on Mark II of everything. The main thing, I mean, they've all had their basic algorithms upgraded, so they should all sound better than the previous models. The main thing is the screen is a new addition, so it's much easier to see what's going on now.
USB-C, can I just point out? Yes, please.
So we're going to go into these. I don't know why, but especially this ACS1, I sort of feel like we always forget to include it.
Oh yeah, I love it. It's brilliant, and we always forgot. I love it. It's great.
But in terms of, so you've got 6 amp models, load all your own IRs in. Comes with a load of IRs by, who's the company that did it? Is it York something or other, like famous IR company that comes loaded in with? And its big thing where it sort of outperforms a lot of its competitors is its MIDI. Which, of course, you know, things like the UA effects stuff, it upsets people because it's not MIDI. But anyway, let's go into this. So we've got some presets, 6 different amp ones. The fuller is
Does that say like and subscribe?
LNR. It's not left and right. It's like and subscribe. The fuller is short for Fullerton, and just in case you weren't aware, that's where Fender are from, and therefore this is a Fender something. Fender Deluxe Reverb. Quelle surprise. Should we have a little listen? Oh, and the reverb, by the way, for this is the reverb that's in here. You've got a choice of spring, room, or hall. I've got it set to hall.
I just interrupted you with my playing there, didn't I?
It's good. And then... and we're on... I don't care. I'll just talk over you. We're on cab number 1.
Yeah? Which is what?
It doesn't tell me, so...
So you can also go on to walrusaudio.io and you can hook these pedals up. That's how you software update them, and that's also how you control and load in and out your IRs in here. So
it does tell me.
Yeah. So there you go.
Fine. This is actually a 1966 Fender Deluxe with an SM57 in front. What's wrong with that? Keep playing.
Nothing wrong with that. It's good, isn't it?
You can just hear that little bit of harmonic distortion that stops it being sterile, can't you? It's got a really natural...
Yeah.
Can you not just hear that? Just
yeah,
like that
it's a little,
sort of...
Oh, that's nice.
It's nice, isn't it? I quite like the so essentially the 3 knobs across the top, volume, gain and room, that's what they're always designed to do. The next 3 knobs down kind of control what's happening in the screen. So if you tweak them, you get bass, middle and treble as per the screen. If you press them, it toggles through these sort of cab, stereo and amp modes. So if I wanted to change the cab, I would just press that. It goes to number 2, and that's the same cab but with a Royal 121 on it.
Yeah, much more fat and juicy. You know what it sounds like, even with the reverb on? It sounds like it's in the room.
It does. It's very good.
We are listening to a couple of Genelix 8040 in here, and this guitar is wonderful. This is a it's a
real genuine 1960 not 2024 relic.
Serial number is R138416, just in case. There'll be links below for this. It's wonderful, beautiful. It's very fat, but it's like it's in the room. You know what I mean?
Stereo in and out. Obviously, we've got mono going in from. We will try it with this pedal, and then we've got everything else in stereo. Let's see what it sounds like with a little bit of the Voyager over the top, which is the sort of clonny.
Whoa!
the reverb a lot.
Oh.
Okay, so if I press this button, we're going to toggle through the amps, and I believe the next one is called London. That's right, that is the... Oof, let's just turn this down a bit. This is designed to be a Marshall of some description. It is a 1962 Blues Breaker.
Oh!
And then we can choose the cab. So if I go cab number 3, we get the Blues Breaker cabs. Yeah, okay. You've got to les it up, haven't you, with this? Surely. Surely.
I do. There was a clip out with Eric Clapton where he was playing the Royal Albert Hall with a Les Paul. I
saw that.
Nailed it.
He's played Les Pauls in the, as you're about to find out. You know.
Oh, that's good as sound, isn't it? Wow!
It's very Beano.
I mean, cocaine. Well,
it's
not like.
But if you listen to that, Blues Breaker album, it's the guitar tones are not your modern smooth gain.
It's broken.
Yeah, it's like an amp that's about to but it's great. So you can have, again, we can change the cab to now. This is the Royer.
I just tried to turn that reverb down.
Yeah.
Man, that's fat and juicy, dude. It is a room, is it? Or is it?
No, it's...
It just says room, but
if you click these two together...
Right.
It says what type of room do you want is what it means, and then you can choose room,
and there's a
hall,
gate in
or
there as
spring.
well.
There's a gate, absolutely.
And
you've got like
EQ
global EQ settings, and over on this side you can adjust. What can we adjust?
Oh, it's a screensaver.
Which one is it I might want to try and do here?
That's
here
MIDI.
I see. Yeah, you got all your MIDI stuff and blah blah. So we don't do that though. We didn't even take this right hand control is a boost. If I click it, you can then assign how much boost you want there to be. I might need to turn this down a bit. Let's turn it down a bit, and then boost. And the idea behind the ACS1 is that you can store 3 presets in here that you don't need MIDI for, right? And then obviously you'd need MIDI, and then you can
and then you can have 128
presets. So that's the London. Let's go to the Dartford, which is the Vox one. So which Vox is this? This is we've got a 1960s Vox AC30, and then basically same idea with the cabs again. So cab number 5 is with the 57, and number 6 is with the Royer. This left and right thing, by the way, I'm not going to go into this because if I'm honest with you, I'm not fully au fait with this pedal, but I think the idea is you can put one amp and cab model one side and then a different amp and cab model the other if you prefer.
Which is awesome.
We're running the same cab left and right at the moment, the same amp. Let's try it with the Royer.
Have you still got the boost on though?
Nope. That confuses me.
Like anything
when
confuses
the light
you.
is on all the time, the boost is off, and then when the light flashes, the boost is on. But hey, I guess that's just how they do it.
Oh yeah, we need a bit of room on that.
That's my favourite kind of AC30 sound, just right in the middle, not too
well, it's not
dirty,
too nasally,
not too clean.
a little bit.
Now we're moving into Pete's 3 favourite amp models in here. The PV5150,
yes.
The orange something or other, and the Bougie dual rectifier. You want to stay with the Strat, or should we go? We better go humbucker, hadn't we?
Right, here we go.
Right, so we're on red, which is, I think, 5150 kind of era. I don't believe the noise gate is on as default, so let's just find out.
Good! Good!
Where is the noise gate? There we go. I've got it. So I can eliminate that by putting the noise gate on, but it's not on by default.
I like that. That's good. That's more like a real amp would be.
Exactly. Now, of course, you can mix and match all the cabs with the different amps. We've been staying fairly consistent all the way through.
Conservative.
When you get into the high gain stuff, the cabs go 7 and 8 are Mesa Boogie 412s, 9 and 10 are Kerry Wright 412s, don't know who exactly that is.
Karaoke.
And 11 and 12 are Marshall 1960s, all mic'd differently.
Differently.
But
hey,
so,
I love you.
You choose whatever the best. So here's another Do you want to skip to the next? The orange.
Skip to Malou. I mean, that sounds great, though.
This is a
That's
rock.
Just this.
Yeah, this is a rock Reverb now. And then finally,
I think that sounds great,
we got the dual rectifier, which I guess I'm going to go back to that cab number. Was it? So, oh no, sorry, I wanted number 7 is your classic.
Is this the red or the green? The green one, Lee, on this one.
I'm not sure. Well, look.
That sounds awesome.
That is a lot of stuff.
It's not cheap though, right?
No, it's about 400 quid. So it puts it at the premium end. It's like polyample, that kind of, some of the dearer UA effects things.
And you got so much in this, man.
Yeah, I've got a lot.
Different reverbs.
Yeah.
You could put your own IRs in there, man.
And MIDI.
And MIDI, and stereo in, and stereo
and
out,
the reverb
and
in it
USB-C. Reverb sounds
really
glorious.
good. Okay, so we're going to just literally stick on the Fender Fullerton mode now of this. Let's just make sure we got a nice kind of clean kind of sound.
Guitars again.
Good idea. Let's blitz through. Again, remember M1, D1, R1, these are all Mark II versions of the previous models. So the screen makes it slightly easier to see what's happening, and they've all had their algorithms upgraded, but I don't think the basic sort of effect layout is any different. So let's have a little listen. So I'm just going to go through the preset effects in here. Bit of chorus. All stereo. Ah, yes.
Is that tap tempo then?
Yep.
You can't hear what I'm singing anyway. That sounds great, man.
It does sound good.
One of these was great anyway.
I'm just trying to see. Oh, I see. So because you've got the option of presets here, even though all the knobs are turned all the way down, that wasn't necessarily where they were.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that was chorus.
You can do presets there as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's the stereo. You can really hear that stereo shift. Right, number 2 is phaser. We might be better off using a higher gain model. Yeah. But anyway, what's next on a tremolo? I mean, it'd be expensive. I was going to say it'd be expensive to do this, but you can imagine all 4 of these pedals, little MIDI controller along the front.
Oh, all of these in one box.
Rig. Well, that's the. I don't know if they're ever doing that. But what would be a really big shark? A great white shark.
Or a. No.
Bull shark.
No, the
tiger shark. Shark.
What the
blue whale, sperm whale.
No, the
killer whale. Gigantic shark. Megalodon.
Megalodon.
I suppose there's a little bit of me going, where does the Mako sit? If you sort of think that you've got things like the TC, like Plethora X1, which is not much more than 100 quid now, all the way up to something like an Eventide H9 or H90 or whatever. Do you think, I'm guessing the Walrus stuff sits closer to that Eventide type?
It sits closer to the Timeline and the Big Sky MX and that kind of stuff, but in a smaller package, right?
Yeah.
That's where I would put it. But
yeah. So that's because that's what I was kind of thinking. What because this isn't unique in like what it can do, so it's very much it's a quality decision that you've got to make about how good you want your effects to be.
It's like the big Eventides that it's amazing pedals where you got the reverb one and the different colors, blue and green. I think that's and the big sky and all that stuff. It's not the Eventide H90. I think that it's not the same thing, is it?
Well, by H90 you can have 2 effects simultaneously. You have to buy 2 of these to be able to do that.
Yeah, that's why.
But in terms of the quality of the effect, it feels up at that level.
Can you set?
I don't know.
Oh.
Rang.
Just once. Just click it once.
Ah, you got a fast and a slow. I see. Next, or are you into this? You just want to go fast and slow on your rotary? Come on.
Fast and slow, that's how I
Filter.
like it, baby.
You so funky, Mr. Pete. Oh, you were just about to.
So much reverb on now as
There's
well.
a lot of reverb. Anyway, look, so that's the M1. Let's whiz over.
Is there reverb within this?
No, the reverb's still on here.
No, listen.
So now there's... I didn't see where that was then.
No.
So I don't know. Maybe
it goes
was
through
that just in the
here.
filter? Or
Maybe
was
it's
that
when it's on, it goes through or something. I don't know, but it's whatever. Sounds great. Yeah.
Anyway.
Or it's maybe an AB thing it goes through. I don't know. There's so many settings in these things. It's incredible.
So again, these are about 400 quid. Don't forget, you've got presets, lots of different effects, MIDI, blah-de-blah-de-blah.
Oh, that's good.
Same idea over here. So let's see.
Hey,
we'll
G-Mix.
start with the digital delay mode. Dig.
Dig.
So you got quite a few more.
I love that with the little squares there. So when you go through it, you can see it's like a different page, isn't it?
So what you're doing now is scroll. So this knob here will do 6 different functions depending on where you do it, and this one's going to do 3 different functions. I guess these are the little things where it's not. Can you imagine on the previous version, like without the screen, try and work out where everything is? Been a nightmare. So I get that. But look, this isn't really like a super in-depth of what's all these parameters.
Listen to that.
I do like a modulated delay though, so.
But it's funny you say modulate if you go to the next one.
Oh, that is the modulator. Okay, fine.
Mud. Great, man.
Vintage. So it's got to be some sort of tape delay, hasn't it? I would have thought.
Look, tap tempo 476.
What do we got next? Dual?
How quick can you tap that?
Well, not... Oh, it's like a game, is it now?
Oh,
you've got 600. Fair enough. I think we're seeing a misspent youth coming out here of playing those... what were those games where you had to, like, Olympics on the ZX Spectrum? Anyway, let's go on to the next one, Mr. Pete, please.
Oh,
Reversed? Sorry. No, I just feel like I've skipped one. Yeah, dual, sorry. So is this two... Are you getting that modulation from a two delays in parallel? Oh, with different time divisions. Okay, fine.
Yeah. I'll say in this one here, you can see... Oh, I'm sorry. My bad, didn't it? My bad. So dock, that's...
Yeah, so you've got division left and division right,
yeah,
I
so
see.
At the moment they're the same, right? So you can go...
I always love talking about delay divisions. I still don't understand it after 8 million years of trying to use delay pedals.
No, you shouldn't.
Don't explain it. You explained it once really well to me, actually. I sort of do understand it now. It just takes too long.
So it's dotted 8s and dotted 16s, or 16s on the other side. It gets a little bit confusing, but the fact is that you can do all of this different stuff.
So you got your duck delay as well there.
So the harder I play, the more it ducks down, right? I think you want the uni-vibe, don't you?
Isn't that what I've got?
No, you got vibe, you want rotary.
Let's do the next
That sounds
one.
great.
This is grain.
Grain?
Grain. This is randomized grain sampled from a digital delay line. I skipped reverse. Skip reverse. There we are.
Never skip the reverse. Oh, that's a bit quick now.
The basic delays in it were just lovely. I like that dual one.
I says you've got depth and rate and all of that. Shape.
Probably not the best. Put it onto a more conventional.
Yeah, but
rather than a reverse
you know,
delay.
there's so much in these pedals that it's just you can. I like it, man.
We'll move on.
Yeah.
The final one is the reverb one, and
Turn
again,
it off here.
It's all. Yeah, good shout, man.
I know, man. That's why. That's why.
Same basic idea. You've got these half a dozen different styles of effect in there. So let's just go through it.
It's got the
drip. The best thing that I can say about these is that you just forget you're playing through a pedal with this.
Yeah.
It's just...
I've always been a big fan of this pedal since it came out, and I always thought that it didn't get enough attention
Totally agree.
in that whole category. It was always about the iridium, which is great, but that's just, it's always glorious, and it always has been.
Beautiful spring reverb. What else we got? Hall reverb. Listen to that. That's... freeze mode by the looks of things here as well, John. That's cool.
There's a bit too much input going through the whole thing. As you said, I think it was easy if we got a little bit more of a gain.
There, yeah.
Man, that's nice.
Now we've got a plate reverb, my favourite reverb.
I mean, I'll turn it up clean. A lot now. Jeebus.
I know. There's a lot of reverb, isn't it? It's perfect for me.
I got lows and... What else have you got there? Lows, highs, size. I wish I had one of those buttons. So what is the... We got rate, depth, girth, diffuse.
A diffuse to do the washing up. Oh no, that's a different...
So you got pre... Oh, decay, there it is. I'm gonna refuse this situation.
BFR. I did wonder if it stood for something like
Big
this.
fat reverb.
Yeah, I mean, this in fairness says big F
Fuffing.
reverb. So possibly. So giant arena reverb. Let's have a little.
Wow.
Refract. I don't know what. Yeah, this says it's got like a more of a grainy vibe to the.
So like delay a little bit.
This should, I don't know what the preset is, but this has got shimmer in it, so this might do a bit of cloudbursty.
Wow, that's not at all cloudburst, is it?
No, but...
It's almost like the clean signal is too far ahead in the... Oh, it's an octave.
Yeah, so you can do...
You can have it before or after.
I think it's just the amount of shimmer that you can adjust. So.
Full up. Just go full up on the shim.
You want to go full?
Full on the shim. Kick her right in the shim.
Full on the right in the shims. Oh, wrong one.
Smelly duck. I'm feeling like... Friday night into the only night. That's from...
Going to get all Christmassy on us there, weren't you?
I'm not so fan of this unless you can set it. It's not the shimmer I'm used to. Maybe they are...
Do you want more of a swell in? So it's not so immediate, it comes in more...
I just feel like... I feel like I hear too much of the...
There's bound to be a setting somewhere to adjust this. But you've got shimmer on maximum, right?
Yeah.
Is that...
I've turned the high down. So you got a size as well. Enough of that, man. I think enough of that.
Look,
that's a lot of fun.
We probably could have deep dived into M1s, D1s, and R1s, R2D2s, and C3POs, but my favourite thing here, I just think this ACS1, I'm completely with you. It should be held up there with all the other great pedal simulation, amp simulation pedals rather.
We totally forget about it. Every time that we always go to the...
I think it's just because when I think of Walrus, I just think of all the compact kind of...
Yeah.
I don't think of this sort of thing. But hey, we
should.
Nailed that. Anyway.
Well done, guys.
We
love you. Like, you know, in every pedal box, there's one of those, hey, I love you. It's so important to love people, especially this time of year.
I agree. Well, when is this video coming out? Because this could be...
But it could be January also, if it comes out in Jan.
People in January.
You have to be more...
And February. Not March so much.
Not March so much.
Right. Anyway, thank you for watching.
Yes.
Please like and subscribe. See you next time. Au revoir. Links below if you want to buy one.